Hi guys!
Hey!
Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you so much for coming back and joining us.
My name is Honeybee, or you can call me B. Whichever you choose is all right with me.
That's right.
Welcome back to our podcast, y'all.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
Another fabulous week of fabulous music.
Yes, insanely fabulous music.
Listen.
I mean, I literally cried during that guide.
Listen.
During Onu's part. Oh my goodness.
We are talking about the amazing group that is SHINee.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something.
Whew.
This guide was everything.
It was so good. It was so good. It was nice because to get to know all the members' names. I had read them, but I don't think they were in my head. So Onu, Jonghyun, Mino, Key, and Taemin. I think I mixed up Key and Mino in age order, but
yes.
Wow. Those boys can sing. We were saying this kind of off camera. Not only can they sing, but they can sing.
They can sing.
All of them. I said it in the guide. It's kind of like if you got a bunch of the divas together into one group.
Yes, it was how they talk about you know how they say Whitney, Mariah, and Selena, the vocal trinity.
Yeah.
It's one of those groups. It's a super group of just all these super talented people, and I'm like, what? Even we were talking about Taemin. He was added and wasn't even put on as a vocal. He got the most minimalist lines.
Yeah.
And now he's
a lead.
Which goes to really shout out SM, right? I believe. Shout out to SM because they have a team. I like the fact, and I wanted to point this out because I thought it was really interesting, that out of 8,000 people that auditioned, they picked one person, right? And so for me,
I believe that was Key.
I think it was Key.
I believe. I'm sorry. We literally just watched the guide.
Yeah.
But I have the memory of a hamster, so.
Same. What I do remember is Taemin, I think, released the most solo albums.
Yes.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yes.
And I thought it was very powerful. Yes. But the simple fact that they went through 8,000 people and picked one, I really took that from the standpoint of they really are looking for a specific type of talent. Yeah. And you can tell that this group was made that way because it's again, every single one of them, it's not just okay, you're the rapper and you're this. It's no, they could all do it. Which comes in handy if they're doing shows and somebody gets sick. It's don't even worry about it. I can cover your part. We can make this work. It's they literally crossed all the T's and dotted all the I's during the auditions. And so shout out to SM because that, I feel most people are just going for what's going to sell the most records. What's going to do this? And it's no, of course we want all that. But at the end of the day, we're looking for talent. And that, you can see that in SHINee and all the members.
Absolutely. They're all just ridiculously good. I was saying, I was literally crying during Onu's songs because especially when he did that opera.
Listen, Onu is I love all the members after watching that guide. Yeah. Every single one of them is super talented. Every single one of them are fucking superstars. Onu just
his voice.
Maybe I just feel connected to him because we're about the same age. I'm a year older than him. Everything about him was just so all of them, but Onu, I think it's because he's the oldest too. I just gravitate towards him. He's just, oh my God. It was so good. I don't even know what else to say. They were incredible.
It was stunningly beautiful. And I love that they're so good at singing live, just from what we've seen, and I mean, like I said, I can't wait to check out the concert. This weekend, which, by the way, I do album listening parties every Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern over on Twitch, which over here.
Yeah, Twitch.
That's right. So this week, instead of doing an album, since you guys especially have told us how good everything is live, I'm going to be doing the SHINee World 4 concert, which we've watched a couple of things from now. We watched Excuse Me Miss, we did Sherlock. What else did we do? We did another live from them too, from that same concert though. So, but yeah, so I can't wait to watch that.
That's going to be so fabulous.
Yeah.
I really like to, I'm trying to remember which member it was. I think it was Key.
Okay.
Who was it? Key that was in charge Or was it?
The
What was
key
it?
of the costumes.
Costumes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is so
And it says
dope.
It said he was even like the fashion director at SM, so I wonder if he does it for like other groups.
Yes. Like that is so like
to get that involved is awesome.
Well, to get that involved is also like unheard of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it's like Tina Knowles.
Yes, literally, it makes me think of Tina Knowles, like how she had to literally like sew their costumes and put them all together, and like all of that, like that whole idea, and it really made me think like. You think about BTS, you think about Blackpink, you think about Dreamcatcher, you think about all these other groups, and it's like, how involved are they into their costume choices? How, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think most of the time it's stylists, you know? I think sometimes people may have some, like, input.
Opinions and stuff,
like,
yeah.
To bring up ATs again, because, you know, why not?
Hey, listen, they're your babies.
And they are.
You
so
know
June does things where he'll repurpose different jackets or shoes or whatever it may be, or he did like a glove once. And so he'll use those in like lives and things like that. So they let him incorporate like little pieces of things that he's worked on, you know? But yeah, I don't know of another group at all where someone is like in charge of their costumes and like is involved.
Like that involved.
Yeah, not
like
at all.
That's, yeah.
I know some of the groups that get like sponsored by different like fashion brands and stuff like that. So like I know that probably has some influence on stuff. But yeah, I don't know of anyone else who is like, nope, this is going to be our costume, which is awesome.
And I like the idea too that the simple fact of the matter is, like, if you think about it, all the extra components, like having a bunch of stylists and having all these different songwriters and producers and stuff, all that stuff costs money. And like in this industry, like you have to recoup everything. So like 9 out of 10 times, like when people get signed and they do all these different deals, they get all these like perks and all this other stuff, not realizing that it's coming out of their own money, essentially.
Right.
So I feel like it's super smart for SM and also to the group to really, one, not only is going to build them as artists and build them as, you know, letting them know and knowing what they want, you know what I mean, and how they want to be represented. But now you're also giving them another outlet to be even more creative and to really, like, this is really their group. And that's the kind of the vibe I get. It's like SM wants, I said S&M, S&M.
That's a whole different podcast.
Hey, we got a girl. No, but I feel like SM really gave them like the steering wheel the freedom and was like, you know, awesome. You'd never hear about that. So like, that's super dope. Like that's really dope.
I love that intersection of like fashion and music too, because there are so many like artists out there that you think of and you also think of fashion, like Lady Gaga or Madonna or things like that. You know what I mean? That really kind of, or what is her name? Grace Jones. You know what I mean? Like you just iconic.
I live for Grace Jones.
Yes.
I live, and she just made a resurgence over the last year. Yeah, she's been all over the place. Like, it's so amazing to see all these different like designers and stuff. Since we're talking about designs and you know, and clothes and whatnot, a lot of these designers are really paying like homage to all of the greats that have created just something culturally shifting, like Grace Jones. The Naomi Campbell was just featured in I don't know if it was Versace's or somebody's fashion week. What's her name? Is it Kristen Brinkley?
Christy
Brinkley. Like all these different, like Cindy Crawford, like all these famous, just talented models are now getting their flowers, and Grace Jones is getting her flowers. Like, I just love stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, this whole podcast is SHINee getting their flowers,
That's right.
Because Key did the thing,
okay?
Like, their outfits are always on point, and I love their visuals. I love their sound. They have such an R&B, like for me, they have such an R&B
Oh, for sure.
put together. Like they remind me of R&B groups the way they were put together in the 90s. Like that's how SHINee is to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just am really loving everything I'm hearing from them. I just can't wait to hear more, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
So
I know
they've all done their enlistments then, right?
it sounds like it. Yeah, I think it sounds like they all kind of went around the same time.
Yeah.
And so I know they just had to come back in 2021. And I'm not sure if they've done anything since then.
Since then, okay.
So definitely let us know, guys. But if you guys know. But yeah, I think they're all done now and out and ready to go, which I think is, I don't know, it's one of those things. I feel like K-pop groups split into two. Either they all kind of go at the same time and just kind of get it done, but then nothing's happening for those couple of years, or things kind of like BTS. So like, you know, Jin went and now Hobie's about to go. They just made the official announcement the other day. I get it, but I'm sad. But you know what I mean? But in the meantime, different people were putting out solos, and you know what I mean? So it's kind of still keeping the group like active during that time. You know what I mean? But I mean, there's eventually going to have to be a point where they're all in at the same time. It may not be long, you know, but anyway.
Like overlapping for like a split second.
Yeah. Because I mean, the plan supposedly is to all be back together 2025, and that's only a couple years away now. So,
and also too, when you really think about it, this goes to show even more the integrity of these groups and these members to, you know, their countries, to what they want to represent, like doing their part and everything. Because we've talked about this before, there is something that they could probably apply for, do whatever, because of the contributions they do to their countries, whether it's financially, aesthetically, all of that. And, you know, I'm sure they probably have avenues where they could potentially, you know, not have to serve that time, but they choose to, which is like super dope because it shows to their character as just human beings and then also as group members. And like, I think that's encouraging to your fans.
Yeah,
you know
and I think
mean?
they also, for the most part, I feel are pretty civically minded and, you know, proud of their country, which is awesome. You know, it's tough as an American to have that same pride sometimes. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna sip some tea. No, but I feel like, of course, I'm sure there are people who don't think it's perfect, because of course it isn't. Korea is still a very conservative country. There's lots of things there. But at the end of the day, I feel like there is that love for their country and their culture and that sort of thing, you know? So I really like that idea too. I mean, like, I don't necessarily think it should maybe be the military, but I love the idea of people, you know, serving their country in some way. You know what I mean?
I do too.
But even something like what is the name of it? You know, they have it in the U.S. I can't remember the name of it, where you just go and serve for like a couple years. What is it called?
Oh, like the reserves and all that? No, not the reserves. Oh.
I can't think of it. Anyway.
That's going to irk me. I know what you're talking about. It's at the top of my head.
I know, me too. But anyway, that sort of idea, you know? But yeah, no, I'm super excited that, now they're all done so they can get back together and do their own thing. But I mean, it's awesome that they all have like flourishing solo careers too. You know, Minho hasn't released music, but he does a lot of acting, which is awesome. Right. Yeah, I'll definitely leave me, like I said, I've watched Warong, but leave me some suggestions for other dramas with him in it, because he was so good in that. Yeah. He was so funny.
See, it's funny, all these group members remind me so much. We always talk about this, like, which is why we have B's Nectar of the Week corner, but him being an actor reminded me, like, helped me pick my choice for this week's, you know, B's Nectar. But I really want to see some of those. Like, I want to see what he's like.
So Warong, I definitely recommend. It was really good. Also has V. Yeah. Not in a sexy role in any way, but yeah.
It don't even matter.
Well, let me tell you, the main characters.
See.
The Prince.
See.
Oh,
See.
oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
They're all
Y'all trying to get us in trouble.
Yeah, what the thing is too that I like about like a lot of the drama actors is that they're actually an age that I feel okay liking them.
Oh, okay. I'm here for it.
They're usually at least in their 30s.
30s? Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
So I don't feel quite as bad.
I'm here for it. That's perfect.
But yeah,
Yes.
there are some great ones out there. I'm having so much fun watching some dramas over on our Patreon.
See,
so.
I love it.
But yeah.
Yeah, I love me some like dramas and like the just like the stories. Like, yes, like I'm about to watch my stories, girl.
Yeah, there's definitely some more modern day. So the one I'm watching right now is called Imitation, and it has Yoonho is actually one of the main characters from ATEEZ. He's like the secondary kind of guy character. And then Jongho is so good in it. He's so good. He plays like the maknae of like this really popular idol group.
No way.
He's so funny in it. It's like, it makes me laugh so hard every time he's on screen. And then Sungwon and San are in it like as other members of Yoonho's group.
Oh my God.
But they're like, you know, once in a while. Or whatever. But
like not like it's like oh my God, supportive roles.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's so cute. Whenever I see them, I'm like, ah!
I live!
I'm 14.
I live! She said, ah!
I'm literally it's gonna be like Beatlemania if I ever go see them live. I'm gonna just like faint.
Oh my God. I'm gonna live my best life for you to live your best life. Like, I want that for you so bad.
Oh, announce your US tour already.
Right?
Anyway.
Well, shoot, since we're already talking about it, and we're talking about, let's go ahead and segue over
into
Bees Nectar of the Week. So just to let you guys know, basically what that is every week when we are highlighting an artist or a group, I am always inspired, and it always reminds me of the music that I grew up on or that we listen to here in the States. A lot of just any genre or culture or, you know, whatever country of music outside of K-pop is basically what Bees Nectar of the Week is. So I'm going to give you guys some suggestions, i.e. if you like SHINee, then you're going to want to listen to this group that I'm going to talk about today.
I have an idea, but I don't know.
Okay, actually, we should start doing this. Who do you think I'm going to say?
For whatever reason, the first thing that popped into my head was Boyz II Men.
So weird story. I almost picked Boyz II Men.
Just because of the vocals and like the powerhouse kind of you know, aspect. And
live. I almost picked Boyz II Men until I thought of this group.
Okay.
Because this group was just as just as known when they were together. As being a powerhouse and just being this group of pure talent. Everybody could sing. And then what made me pick this group too is that there's actually a couple of superstar producers. Mainly one of them is like the biggest superstar producer to come out of a group or one of them throughout the 90s. Maybe actually even 80s into 90s.
I'm like, who the heck are you talking about, I wonder?
And this producer actually is in two really big groups. But I am talking about the wonderful, amazingly talented, no diggity Blackstreet.
Oh, okay. You know what's funny? I don't know that I know anything about them except for no diggity.
Okay. I'm going to teach you because...
Okay, yeah. I don't think I've heard another song, and I have no idea who's in the group.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. I'm going to give you guys their bio, and it's really good. And it's a little bit of a read, not hardcore, but it's really important because it literally, this little miniature bio that this person wrote fits everything into it. And then I'm just going to, give you all the little tea afterwards. So one of the top R&B vocal groups of the 90s, Blackstreet, was founded by singer, producer, and New Jack Swing pioneer Teddy Riley.
Okay.
After the breakup of his group called Guy. So Guy was a group from the 80s that Teddy Riley was a part of, and they had their own success as a group. And then when they broke up, he formed Blackstreet.
I know I've heard that name before.
Guy. Oh, Teddy Riley?
Teddy Riley.
Yes. So Riley had taken a few years to concentrate on his booming production career, which saw him working with Wreck and Effect, Bobby Brown. He produced Michael Jackson's Do You Remember the Time?
Oh, wow.
And also he did the SWV remix of Right Here with the Michael Jackson sample.
Oh, I love that song.
Yes, that is Teddy Riley.
Okay. All right. We stand with Teddy.
Yeah, his itch to get back into the performing arena resulted in the formation of Blackstreet in 1991, which included singers Chauncey Black Hannibal, Levi Little, and Joe Stonestreet, in addition to Teddy Riley. Stonestreet was replaced by Dave Hollister prior to the recording of the group's self-titled debut album, which appeared in the spring of 1994. And the song that came out, the first single, was called Before I Let You Go. And on the strength of Before I Let You Go, which became a top 5 hit on the R&B charts, Blackstreet was a platinum-selling hit, even without any crossover exposure.
Wow.
2 more songs from their debut album, Booty Call and Joy, were minor hits as well. Dave Hollister subsequently left for a solo career, and Little exited as well. Their replacements were Mark Middleton and Eric Williams. The new additions helped set the stage for Blackstreet's pop breakthrough with 1996's Another Level. So, right off the grip, if you like SHINee, you definitely need to hear off of Blackstreet's first album, which is self-titled. Their first song, Before I Let You Go, very, very up the same stream as SHINee. All vocals, the vibe, the everything. It is straight up SHINee. So definitely listen to Blackstreet's first album. Song is SHINee. Song is SHINee. Song is Before I Let You Go. I lied. Before I Let You Go. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I meant?
Yeah.
So their 1996 album, Another Level. So more specifically, it was the inescapable smash single, No Diggity, which featured special guest Dr. Dre and Queen Pen, that put them over the top. No Diggity reigned for 4 weeks on the top of Billboard Hot 100, and it won them a Grammy for Best R&B Vocal by a Duo or Group. And it also pushed their Another Level album sales past the 4 million mark.
Oh, that's awesome.
The follow-up single, Don't Leave Me, was a hit in 1997. And that song, too, is very much up the realm of SHINee. So, obviously, No Diggity, a lot of people know that song.
Yeah.
That's what Blackstreet is most known for, one of the songs.
No doubt.
Sorry.
I had to do it at least once.
I live! What's even funnier is when she said No Doubt, I was like, is she making a Gwen Stefani reference? And I said, wait, I just got it! Oh, damn. Oh, Lord, I live. Oh, I'm going to pee myself. Okay. So Don't Leave Me. So if you like SHINee, definitely listen to Blackstreet's Another Level album. For me, was the first album that I listened to. And we've talked about this in previous podcasts. When I was growing up, I was, and still am, hardcore Mariah Carey. For the years, I would only listen to Mariah Carey, and then I ventured into Celine, and then I ventured into Whitney. And then I finally was like, I want to venture outside of solo artists. I was like, let me get into groups and stuff. And I will never forget the first 2 groups I ever listened to. One was called As Yet, and they did this cover of an 80s song called Hard for Me to Say I'm Sorry. And then I listened to Blackstreet's Another Level album, and that album changed my life. That album is all about vocals. Each of them have their own moments, and that's why I feel like they remind me of SHINee so much, is because each of them individually, just like how Taman was saying about the colors and how they each push each other's color to shine brighter. That's how that album sounds. Like,
gotcha.
Each of them, you could tell, like, are literally pushing each other. Yeah. And just vocally, the harmonies, the singing that's on the album, it is life-changing.
That's
so
awesome.
The whole Another Love album with No Diggity,
No doubt.
Okay. All right. And Don't Leave Me. And then it says, the group later made appearances in Jay-Z's The City Is Mine. And then what also shot them up was they teamed up with Maya and Mace to do the theme song to the first Rugrats movie called Take Me There.
Oh, that's
Do you
funny.
remember that song? Take me there, I wanna go there. Take me there, you know it.
I was probably at the age where I wasn't quite Rugrat. You know,
Like in that, like whole thing, yeah, it was like around 98.
Yeah, no, I was graduating high school. So I was too cool for Rugrat.
Right? So more personal shifts that had ensued following their blockbuster success, however. Middleton left for his own solo career and was replaced by Terrell Phillips. And then Blackstreet's third album finally was released in early 1999, and it contained Take Me There as one of the singles. And although it contained that hit, the album only spent 1 week in the top 10. The group's commercial momentum had slowed in the intervening years and the album finally struggled to go gold. Yeah. Even though it featured a high-profile single, their first single was called Boyfriend Girlfriend featuring Janet Jackson. Tensions within the group and with their label, Interscope, ran high, and the rift between Hannibal and Riley spelled the end for the road of Blackstreet before the year was even out. Reports surfaced in 2000 that Hannibal had sued Riley for $2 million and all this other stuff. It was them kind of going back and forth. Riley ended up doing a reunion with his original group, Guy, in 2000. And then he had second thoughts about disbanding Blackstreet and patched things up with Hannibal, Middleton, and Eric Williams and returned to restore the Another Level lineup. So he brought all the original members back from Another Level, the No Diggity Times, all of that.
Nice.
And they released an album called Level 2 in 2003, and that was the last Blackstreet album. After that happened, they toured together, and then they ended up fighting and going through the normal stuff that just happens from time to time within the industry. Yeah. But, minus the disbandment and all that other stuff, the core of Blackstreet is their music, and the core of I feel SHINee is their music and the musicality behind it. And Blackstreet had all these, Dave Hollister, Chauncey, Teddy Riley, all of them are such incredible musicians, and they contributed so much to all of Blackstreet's music, just like how all of SHINee's members contributes to theirs. So definitely listen to Blackstreet. The 3 albums that they have are absolutely incredible. First album, self-titled, definitely listen to Before I Let You Go. Second album, Another Level, definitely listen to No Diggity and Don't Leave. I think it's Don't Leave Me Girl. I think it's all one.
Gotcha.
I think. And then the last album is called Level 2, and definitely listen to Water. What is it? Oh my God, I'm trying to think of it because it's not a single. Look Into the Water. I used to love that song. And then also they sample Michael Jackson's Human Nature as a homage, paying homage to him. And that is called Why. So those songs are amazing on Level 2. Definitely check it all out. Shout out to SHINee for being amazing. Shout out to Blackstreet for being just as amazing. Period.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was cool because I truly only ever knew No Diggity. I don't think I've heard anything else.
That song has such a history.
Yeah. It was high school years for me for sure. I definitely remember first getting my car and driving and stuff.
I was gonna ask you,
because I got my license in December of '96.
Oh my!
December 13th. It was a Friday. I remember it.
This is a perfect segue. Okay. Listen, we said this in our last podcast. Sometimes we think of say whats, we come up with them on the spot. Sometimes we have them planned. My say what? I want to say this is a little say what section. What was the first type of music, or what was the first music that you listened to when you first got your license out of high school?
Oh, EDM for sure.
Like, what are some of the songs that you used to blast? Like, do you remember
Prodigy,
your first car music?
Prodigy, Fat of the Land had just come out, so I listened to that album a lot. Oh, God. The Saint soundtrack is super good. Chemical Brothers for sure. Oh, God, I'm trying to even think. Definitely like Paul Van Dyke and Paul Oakenfold and like Oakenfold, I'm sorry. Oh God, yeah, mostly. And then of course my Portishead, Radiohead. Yes. Definitely like I was a 95.5 girl for all you Rhode Islanders. So anything alternative like that for sure.
Do you remember your first car?
Yep, it was a Saturn. So I gave my parents enough money for their down payment for their new car, and I took over the payments on their Saturn that they had.
Word.
Yep.
Come on, you gotta be a good daughter and take over them payments.
Well, so they got a new car. I know.
But still.
But yeah, no, yep, it was like a little purpley silver. Yep, it was like an SL2, I think was the. I can remember Saturn didn't have like names. Yeah. Yep.
They were very much on like the Volvo tip of like S something or
that
S whatever.
That car had I put so many stickers on it. I probably wasn't legal. Do
you have a picture of it?
I don't think so.
If you find a picture of it, we should put it on the Instagram.
I just remember, like, that's like the...
I said the Instagram. What is that? I'm 35. Instagram. I'm not the...
Like, that's the car that, like, got me to my first concert. And that's the car that, like... I know, we've been talking about concerts a lot. Yeah.
That's special. What was your first... I know you mentioned it before. What was your first concert? Was it Atlantis? Jagged, wasn't it Jagged?
It might have been that was my first big one.
Tour,
yeah, that was my first big one. Okay. So I'm sorry, that one I didn't because that was my 16th birthday.
Okay.
But
like your first car, first concert, in your car.
We went to this thing called the Crankin' and Skankin' Festival. And it was the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yes!
It was Offspring.
Shut the fuck up! You saw Offspring?
L7. My brother and his friend Sam were on MTV Live crowd surfing down in the pit. Yeah. L7, who else was there? Bim Scala Bim. It was so much fun. It was the fun because I love.
Where was it? Do you remember?
It was at Great Woods, yeah. Well, whatever it's called now. It was at Great Woods when it was Great Woods.
I know. What is Great Woods now? What is that?
No idea.
Where was it? Like, do you remember the town?
The one in Mass.
Mansfield, Mass?
Yeah.
Also, it's Xfinity Center. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No,
because I think it was called after Great Woods. It was called the Tweeter Center.
Yes, yeah.
And then after that, they changed it to.
I have had some life-changing moments there. Like Alanis was awesome because Radiohead opened up for her. That was right after Pablo Honey came out, so Creep and everything. And
that was
then, of course,
the prime time to see them.
Well, no, I mean, I love Radiohead. That's not my favorite album. I've seen them quite a few times.
Yeah.
I saw Moby live there. Okay, my name for everything in high school and like my 20s was Moby Girl something or other.
Yeah, mine was Mariah. Mine was MC Forever 322.
Yeah, Moby Girl 13 mostly. I cried. There's this one song, Porcelain. It was the very first song that we ever listened to.
Yes!
He played it, and I cried. I bawled in the middle of Great Woods. I won tickets to it. Tickets to that show.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've had some amazing times there.
That's so dope.
I saw Neil Young there once.
God. Oh,
so many good
times.
Shows. So many good shows.
My first show that I ever went to in my first car, I actually didn't go to any concerts in my first car. I think... No.
Yeah.
I think the first concert I went to in my own car... God. Oh, God. I was sitting here like, which was it?
Well, what year did you get your license to get your first car?
I got my license in 2006.
Okay.
But I didn't go, like, all the concerts I went to from 2006 until on, I was always traveling with somebody.
Yeah.
But, like, the first time where I actually drove myself to my own concert, I feel like It might have been when I saw Tony Braxton.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. That's a special
It might
one
have
too.
been.
That's
It was
awesome.
either. Yeah, I think it might have been Tony Braxton. Did I see?
That's awesome.
No, I lied. It was Beyonce. It was Beyonce. It was Beyonce's On the Run tour. Yep.
That's even better.
That was the first time I ever drove to a concert or a show by myself. Parked,
awesome.
like the whole shebang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, hopefully, God willing.
Yeah. You'll be driving your car to her concert very
this
soon.
summer. I'm hoping.
That's right.
But please let us know what y'all thought about SHINee.
Yes. And what was your first car concert?
Yes. Let us know. What was your first car concert? Because I want to know.
All the live music.
Oh, God.
I'm so excited I got Augustine tickets.
Oh, my God.
29th. I'm so excited.
This is going to be so epic. Please be on the lookout.
Yeah, so if you're in Newark on the 29th, come find me.
Yes, be on the lookout. Be ready.
I'll have crazy blue hair.
Yes, I know. We're gonna do a little touch up. Make sure it's like extra fresh.
That's right.
Extra fresh. On the house. You know what I'm saying? On the house. Because we gotta make sure we gotta represent. Okay?
That's right.
She about to be a whole walking billboard.
That's
okay?
Right. Yeah. I'll make some pins or something too.
I know. We should get you a custom shirt made.
Ooh, yeah.
Or like something
I might just do that. Yeah, we'll have to
something
see.
Special.
I'm so excited though.
I know, I'm so excited for you. All right, we love you guys.
Anyway, we love you. Sorry, I just I just got the tickets today, so I'm like,
go to a live show and tell us about it.
Yes, please.
anything.
Anything. Go to a local pub and go see anything.
Yes.
It's so good. But anyway, we love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support.
Yes.
We'll see you soon. Bye.